What up? Big Herc916. How you doing out there? What's going on with you? Yeah, man. Busy week. Got a lot going on. The wig splitter Porsche is close to being done, so I got to get that going, and in the process of moving and keeping busy, man. Just a lot of stuff. Filming, staying active, and doing Rumble, doing YouTube, doing locals. We got fresh out locals, Big Herc916 Rumble, all jumping off, so make sure you guys subscribe. Also doing speaking engagements. Hit me up, bigherc916.com. Never settle for average. You know how we do it over here. nsfa.co, represent. And man, I'm just glad to be with you guys, man. Looking forward to big things in 2023. I've been out here in Arizona now 2 years, and getting settled in, man. It's 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Mountain Time didn't change. But yeah, enjoying life, man. Enjoying life. Being healthy, taking care of the body, keeping the mind right, meditating, all that good stuff. The fastest I've driven my car on a racetrack was about 150. 150, maybe 160. So yeah. Hollow Point Gaming, thank you for the donation. What up? How you doing, man? Yeah, man. So really you know, not getting too caught up in all this stuff on social media. You know, they got a lot of things going on. I be ripping them. Thank you for the donation. You get to pick the topic tonight. Awesome. The topic is elevation of consciousness and not allowing yourself to get caught up in the matrix. Don't get caught up in this hologram too much, man. Don't let it make you depressed. Don't let it make you sick. Don't let it affect your livelihood. You know, keep your mind, man. Keep your mind free, man. Keep your mind free. And as you guys can see, there are a lot of changes going on in society. A lot of people around the world, not just here. People in France, people in Iran, people in you know, different parts of India. People are waking up, man. People are seeing another truth. So you know, continue on your journey and find your calling, man. You know, find your calling in life. And you know, it's all right to be wrong. I'm not always right. Sometimes, you know, I say things that come out, and I let those things come out so that I can find myself. But you know, you learn, man. The only way you learn is by conversating and engaging. Mill Master, thank you for the donation, brother. Big donation. Thank you, man. If you would know who controls you, who may not criticize. Tacitus. Yeah, if you would know who controls you, you may not criticize. You know, the first key is holding self accountable. You know, don't play the blame game. Don't make excuses for why you can't do something. If you want to do something, just do it, man. You know, don't justify why you can't do it. Just make it happen. That's the key to life, man. And once you figure that out and understand that you have control of your own destiny, your life will change. One of my biggest mistakes, I think, growing up was the influence. You know, if you don't have the right influence around you, and you're drawing to a darker energy, it can affect your life course. So I know it's hard out there trying to find people that you can relate to, that all have the same goals, but that's one of the key things. And yes, I did go to the gym already today. I went to the gym before, so I don't have to go late night, man. I've been going to the gym late night, and man, I was burnt out. I was getting tired. You know, going to the gym late, it makes it harder to come home and go to sleep. So I went to the gym, I ate, and then I took a little nap. And I'm with you guys right now. So after I finish this, I'm going to eat a little bit of fruit and go to bed. Draco from the 38th, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate you. That's right. Smart move, man. Save your money. Start your own franchise. You guys, man, there's two things you can do right now that'll change your life. Is focus on a sector of technology so that you can tie in technology with entrepreneurship. The second part is entrepreneurship. Whether you take a trade, like say you start a business and you learn how to leverage social media, you can market your business, and it might be slow initially, but eventually you'll be your own boss, man. Nate Dog 916 in the house. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you, brother. Salute. Gotta let me know you come through AZ. Yeah, man. At the end of the day, your goal should be to be your own boss, to be self-employed, to be able to control your own destiny. If you've seen what happened over the last 2 years, how these people basically put pressure on a lot of people who are employed to do certain things, and the more freedom you have, the more you're able to make your own choices. Also, when you have freedom, freedom is not just being free, but freedom financially. Financial freedom. Financial freedom allows you to travel. It allows you to see opportunities. It allows you to network. Financial freedom, man, you know, it allows you to do things for your family, to help out friends that you couldn't normally do. You know, if you got a bunch of broke people around you and somebody needs help, you can't do that, man. You're broke. Everybody's broke, you know, so there's no need to sit around and marinate around a bunch of people who aren't doing anything or people who are broke. Put yourself around people that have more than you. And, you know, when you can get around the money, you can make money. I always put myself around people who are doing, you know, better than me financially so I can learn. You know, don't be afraid to be the smallest pocket in the room. You know, that's how you grow. It's not about ego. It's about elevation of self. Well, there's the blueprint to financial freedom. There's a lot of different routes, man. So you're right. When you go to these seminars, they're like, oh, man, you can do it. Be financially free. I did this. I did that. Let me tell you, man, a lot of times they don't tell you how many times they lost money. You know, a lot of times when you start a business, you're not going to make money right off the top. You might lose money, you know, because that's a lesson. Because people don't tell you certain things with like customer returns, defective products, marketing budgets, travel expenses, you know, just a lot of little things that you learn, you know. So you can't get mad at spending money to make money. And sometimes it might take longer, but once you get a formula, and a lot of times people who are making money, they're not going to tell you how they make the real money. A lot of times you see a lot of people, man, and be honest, man, they're not telling the truth about where their money really comes from. You know, it might look like they are doing one thing, but they're actually doing another. So, you know, these guys fake it till you make it. A lot of time that's true. A lot of guys, you know, oh, I made money off of crypto. I made money off of this. You know, it's probably something else, but if they have a financial interest in something, then, you know, yeah, they're promoting it. You know what I mean? There's something behind the promotion. Midterm results, man. I mean, dude, it's a joke. Arizona, I mean, the voting machines and then, you know, accountability. I don't have a lot of faith in the voting system. I think a lot of it's basically ran by people who are crooks. They just wear suits and they talk slick. And it's a joke, man, because if anybody is looking at these cities and what's going on, the fentanyl, the crime, the school system, man, I'll tell you right now, man, I there's no way if I was a parent or, you know, somebody who has any type of integrity, moral values, these people who are running these towns that are in the dirt, there's no way somebody elected these people. You know, you would have to be, I don't know where your values would be at to support a lot of these people's policies. Yeah, Maricopa County, man. They were telling people the machines, they're waiting in line for 2 or 3 hours. Garbage, man. I mean, what does that tell you? If they're having problems with the machines, that tell you that the machines, they never work right from the beginning. Yeah, you're right. Rejection is part of the hustle. I've spent a lot of money to know what not to spend money on. So, yeah, man, there's no overnight success, man. You're not going to get in the car game or real estate in and overnight, overnight just make a bunch of money. It takes time. You got to find your rhythm. You have to, figure out what your market is. You know, there's so many angles in real estate. You can make money off of real estate and you don't even have to live in that area, but you got to have a property manager that's on top of business, and you got to know what you're getting into. Then you still got certain home maintenance issues that you got to deal with. And then with cars, man, you can flip. There's people making a lot of money flipping cars. There's people running car lots making a lot of money. New cars. There's money in old cars. If you know how to restore cars, there's money. I know guys who make a lot of money restoring Porsches. All this guy does is Porsches. He don't do any other car. Only Porsches. And he makes a lot of money. So there are a lot of different ways to make money. And you just got to figure it out, man. Wrapping cars, you can make money. Building pools, if you know how to build pools, or landscaping. So you just got to figure it out, man, what your angle is. Are you familiar with social media marketing, struggling, looking for a new support? Yeah, I mean, social media marketing, it's a fancy term for branding yourself, and you just got to find your niche and put it out there. And yeah, man, it's just a matter of trying to figure out what are you selling, and then be consistent with it. The more consistent you are with your hustle, the easier it is for you to get rich doing that hustle, but it takes time. Salvage title cars. I know there's people making money in that too. There's money in out of state, finding out of state cars, flipping them. Salvage titles. You can't sell them for Blue Book, but you can make money. There's a place in LA and they specialize in exotic salvage title cars, and they were selling them all day. They were, I think, a statewide auto. They were making a lot of money. People buy a lot of cars from them. Michael Anthony, thank you for the donation. What music do you listen to? Thanks for all you do. I listen to classic hip hop. I listen to R&B. I listen to classic rock. I listen to some jazz. And what else do I listen to? Some grunge. I've listened to like Nirvana, Blink 182, some other little bands. I mean, I listen to a little bit of everything. I got a pretty eclectic mix. I listen to some modern hip hop. I try to stay away from all the gangster, the killing rap, the drill rap. I don't listen to that. D3 Disgruntled, thank you for the donation. Big Herc, you said in one of your previous live streams that you're moving to a new spot. Are you moving? You and wife separating? Everything okay? Oh no, everything's fine. We're moving together. I'm just moving to another place in Arizona. When I moved to Arizona, I moved sight unseen. So basically, the house I moved into, I picked it off the internet because I was getting the hell out of California. So, now I'm moving to a place I actually got to pick out. So, yeah, I'm staying in Arizona. Me and the wifey, we're just moving to a new place. I do listen to old school R&B. I love old school R&B. Can I dance? Yeah, I could dance. I used to break dance too, but I got some rhythm in me. What kind of assets? I would say you can do art. I like classic cars. I got money invested in classic cars. If you got cars that are very original, they're good investments. I had a couple cars that I should have kept that I sold that'd be worth a lot of money right now. Of course, gold and silver. I mean, they're in the shitter right now. But I would say definitely artwork. You can stack up on gold and silver. You're not going to really lose. I mean, they're just not going through the roof right now. Long-term investments, blue chip stocks that are stocks that have a return on them. Just sit on them and collect the return. Hit me up at Big Herc916.com and let me know. Maybe we can get a zoom in. Yeah, they've been talking about that for a minute about the market, man. I'm curious to see what's going to happen. $400 for a storage full of electronics. Yeah, man, storage facilities. I had a buddy who used to buy storage facilities and flip the stuff inside. That was one of his hustles, was buying storage facilities and, coming up on whatever was inside. So there's a lot of hustles out there, man. You just got to get around the right people. A lot of hustles out there, man. Going to, I know people who go to estate sales and they flip stuff at estate sales. That's a hustle. True Crypto, thank you for the donation. Bitcoin can't be stopped. How to replace the war on drugs? I mean, dude, I'm not a politician, so as far as the money spent, the drugs are coming across the border, and legalize them is not going to help. What you got to do is, people are going to use things to escape reality. So, to be honest with you, I don't really have an answer because the war on drugs, everybody makes money off it. The ATF, the DEA, the FBI, all the special drug units. You know, it's trying to stop it, and then on top of it, look at all the counterfeit drugs coming across the border. So it's sad. I mean, when they legalize it in places like Portland, look at the drug overdoses. You know, now it's out of control. So, you know, those people, you got to get them off the drugs because people who are consistently on drugs are useless. Yeah, the crypto, the long term right now, I look at it. Yeah, Alibaba. I bought stuff from there before. You know, you could. That's a good hustle too. Flipping stuff at the flea market. Izzy, thank you for the donation. What's your thoughts on game development? Hey, man, if you're a gamer, man, make your money, man. I mean, I know a guy who worked on a game for some years, and he made a lot of money. I mean, I don't know exactly who he was connected with. All I know is that he was a programmer, a coder, and for sure, man, video games is big. One of my goals is to get one of my cars into a video game so I can license its image, its likeness. So I'm gonna be hitting up, hopefully trying to reach out to some of these gaming companies when I get my car so that I can market it as a car in a game. So that's kind of like one of my plans too. The Strategic Eyes Show. Thank you for your donation. Appreciate your message and your dedication to the community. We need to celebrate more brothers like you rather than rap stars and athletes. Yeah, man, I just try to talk from the heart, man. I mean, we got to pick each other up. We got to be more positive. We got to elevate each other. That's the only way we're going to grow, man. I mean, I hate to see young men throwing their life away and not realizing they threw it away until they're in their 40s and 50s. You know, that's a waste. Robbie Hadley, thank you for the donation. How do you stop overthinking things that don't matter in life? What if? Sometimes you just got to do it, man. You know, you can't focus too much on what if it doesn't work. Sometimes you got to try, you know. I mean, it's frustrating sometimes. I mean, I've tried things, and because I don't have anybody showing me exactly how to do it, I just try. And, you know, at the end of the day, I learn in the process, but sometimes you just got to say, man, just go for it. Stop overthinking things, man, and make it happen. Whether it's busting some female cheeks, whether it's building a house, whether it's investing in something that you're going to turn around and make money off of, you just got to go for it, man. You know, you can't, you know, don't set yourself up mentally, man, for failure. Just, you know, just look at it as a life lesson. Tom D, thank you for the donation. Yo, what are your thoughts on a 2002 Toyota Spider base? 36,000 miles in great shape, 18K, good deal, saw it at my local dealership. Toyota Spider, is that the MR2s? I'm not sure as far as if those are coming up on a JDM scale. I know if you were saying a 2002 BMW, I would tell you go for it. If you were talking about 280Z, I would say go for it. 240Z, Datsun 510, a 2002 Toyota Spider base. I think that's a 4-cylinder. I don't think they're really. I don't know, man. I don't think they're. I don't know what they're how they are in the collectible market right now. I haven't really seen any of those at the auctions. As far as Japanese cars, I've seen the 1600s, the old Datsun 1600s, the 510s, the Celicas 78, I think 77, 78, the Supras 94s, the earlier Supras, the 86s, they haven't really caught on yet. Acura Integras, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't for 18 grand for a 2002 Toyota. I would look for something else a little bit more collectible if you're looking as an investment. I haven't seen the double split experiment. No. What do you think of cars or even a Golf R, 300 horsepower, top German motoring? I mean, a Golf R, Golfs are really fast. A lot of people, just like a GTI, a Volkswagen GTI is a, not a Jetta. I think it's a GT, I want to say GTI, if I'm not mistaken, little hatchback. They're sleepers, man. As far as over here on the collector market, I'm not really sure. There's something that's how they're gonna increase in value. Most cars that you look to invest in, you want to look for cars that have a heritage, cars that have a story, like 60, 66, 65, 66, 67, 68 Mustangs, 69 Mach 1, 70 Mach 1. The 71 to 73 Mustangs are still sleepers, but they're going to come up. The 67 to 69 Camaros, first gen, second gen, 70 to 70, 70 to 73. Then you have 74 to 80, 81. Camaros. Second gen Camaros are coming up. Chevelles. Some of the Mopars. Challengers, the Cudas. You got to look for cars that have either racing history or they're iconic movie cars. Fast and Furious did a lot for like a lot of the cars in the 90s. Somebody said Mustang Fastback 18K. Yeah, that'd be a good flip. What year is the Mustang? If it's a 65, 66, 67, 70, that's a great come up, man, if you got it for 18. The Mitsubishi 3000 GT, the VR4 hardtop convertible twin turbo. I think it was 300 something horsepower, but they were heavy. Nice cars. They look kind of like Ferraris. But the Mitsubishi, that car never really caught on, but it's creeping. It's creeping on a collector scale. Mustang Fox body, 90, 91. 92, 93, 94. They're coming up. Paul Walker, they said, had I think he had 12 or 14 Fox body Mustangs. So those are definitely coming up. Classic Minis. I'm not really a big fan of the Mini because I'm a bigger guy. I've seen people that, Born Supremacy. That's the first time I've really seen a Mini get down. Also, an Italian Job. They had the Minis in the remake of the Italian Job. I think they're collectors. I mean, I'm not really a Mini fan. I like bigger cars with more horsepower. I like Panteras. I think they're definitely going to be, in the next 5 years, they're going to be like 500,000. 5 to 10, about 10 years, they're going to be crazy. The Mangusta, crazy car. The older Maseratis, of course. $4 a.m. All right, man. Thank you for representing. What do you think of superhero shows and movies? Ford trucks, the older Fords, the 72, 69, 73 Fords. The older Ford trucks are coming up in value. 50-something Fords. The new Shelby truck and the new Raptor is pretty beastly. PJ, thank you for the donation. Keeping grandkids from parents to spite. Dots. I mean, you know, family relationships, man, are tricky, man. I mean, I don't know the situation, but you know, dude, if you don't want to have resentment in the family, so whatever that is, I mean, that's something you got to work out. But I'd be honest with you, I got family members I would never talk to again. I don't have nothing to say to them, you know, and you can't trust them. I don't. Once a person crosses me, man, I can't risk opening myself up to them again. So I don't go backwards when it comes to relationships like that. But you got to make that choice for yourself. He said they brainwash the kids. They're all simps. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, man, it's a tricky situation. I mean, I grew up watching karate. I was never like I used to read comic books as far as for pictures to draw. I never like I didn't never believe in a comic book or anything like that. I knew it was bullshit. But karate and kung fu were what we used to do when we were kids. Kick the hell out of each other. Yeah, the raptor or the beast. Big Herc create value for people giving advice. So. Oh, flipping them back here. Yeah, that might be also. You know, getting like German imports, like certain gray market Mercedes. I know a guy. He was flipping. What was it? The Skyline R32s. I think he was flipping over here. He had a connection. I mean, he was making money. I knew a guy who was flipping lowriders back to Japan, and he was killing it. He was like tripling his money. If you get a good connection over in Japan, make a lot of money. I knew a guy. He was selling big American cars, Cadillacs, and other big cars in China, and he was making money. You just got to have a connection, man. You got to meet somebody over in those countries that you can sell cars to. Sweden. I knew a guy. He was to sell cars in Australia. You know. Yeah, if you got a connection over there, I mean, shit, you can make money. It's just you got to get out and network. Give me cash. Thank you for the donation. Hey, Big Herc, I had my 87 IROC Z with T-tops off, and this cougar went crazy. She had me bust them cheeks. That no BS. Them cougars play no games. Hey, man, I told you, man. You bust them cougar cheeks, man. You got to be out there representing. Let them know you down for the cheek busting. You know, they recognize them old schools. Congratulations. Busting her cheeks. Integra GSR. Yeah, man, there's a lot of little hustles, man. You know, I've tried a lot of things, but to me, my passion is cars. So that's what I'm getting back into. Flipping cars. You know, you can flip all kind of stuff on eBay. Comic books. Baseball cards, watches, a lot of little hustles out there, man. You just got to figure out what hustle is yours. You know what I mean? What hustle you're going to master. Yeah, if you know how to work on cars, you don't want to buy a car that's rusted out. I try to avoid cars in states that have a lot of snow because the snow damages the cars. You have salt on the road, and so these cars are rusted out on the bottom, so you got to look out for that. You try to get cars from dry states, Arizona, Mexico, New Mexico, certain parts of Texas, California. You know, be careful when you start buying cars where places that rain a lot. I can't tell you about crypto, bro. I mean, I'm not a financial advisor. And who knows 5 years from now, 2 years from now, a year from now, what Bitcoin's going to do. I mean, once the election, we have a shifting in this House, in Congress, who knows? Crypto might jump because of consumer confidence, because of investors, maybe feeling like they don't have to worry about the economy. So, a lot of things are going to change once people feel that there is more confidence in the market. There's not a lot of confidence in the market right now. A lot of people have a lot of doubt, man. A lot of people don't know whether or not they can count on, spending or should they save. So it's hard to say, man. Well, that's what I meant to say. Not the snow, but the salt. The salt they put on the roads. And typically where it snows a lot, they use a lot of salt on the roads. So yeah, I don't sell cars on eBay. I've sold like shoes, watches, clothing on eBay, but cars on eBay, I haven't had a lot of luck selling cars on eBay. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've had more luck selling cars on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. I used to sell a lot of cars on Craigslist, and then Facebook Marketplace, I've sold quite a few cars on there too. So I don't really eBay for cars. eBay is probably better to buy a car than I think to sell a car. Yeah, you're probably right about that on the crypto. Like I said, there's so many things I don't know. There's so many other, little angles people are making money, man. You just got to kind of fill it out, man. Ugh. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's only worth the next guy's willing to pay for it. Yeah, you gotta just kind of figure out the angles, man. You got to figure out what you feel is gonna work best for you. John P, thank you for the donation. Have you ever thought about interviewing young ballers to influence the youth out here? Of course. I'm always asking people, man, if you know anybody that wants to come on the platform, if they want to get down with me on Big Herc916, if they want to get down with me on Fresh Out, send us a message, man. Shoot me a message at freshoutseries.com or bigherc916.com. We're always looking for people to interview. We're always looking for people. You don't have to be a guy who was a ex-felon. You don't have to be a gangster. If you're a successful person, man, I'd love to talk with you, man. I'm always trying to learn. So, and I think people sharing their stories helps the people learn. Elon buying Twitter, man. I hope it opens up free speech again. Twitter was censoring a lot of people, man. I hope that purchase from Elon opened some doors for people who had a voice. I mean, dude, Twitter was kicking people off because they were trying to promote one narrative. If you got an interesting story, like I said, I don't know you off of this. Shoot me your bio to bigherc916.com or freshoutseries.com, and if it's something that the team is willing to do, then we can interview you. But I can't guarantee anybody an interview until I hear your backstory. Yeah, this shirt is for sale on nsfa.co. If you go to the website and the links in the description, never settle for average. All the clothing is on the website. You can order t-shirts, hats. We got all that on there. I would love to get Fresh Out on TV, man, but we've been, the people we talk to, when we tried to get it on TV, man, they were trying to rape us. They wanted to take the show from us, not pay us. And man, you know, I worked too hard, man. I built that brand up over a decade. I'm not going to let somebody come in and then feed their family off of my blood, sweat, and tears. What makes a person, I would say, I don't know if a lot of you guys read, but reading, your brain is like a muscle. You know, you can look at your phone, but when you read, it exercises a different part of your brain. So I would say reading is a great way to train yourself to be stronger mentally. And I'm not, you know, you don't have to read, you know, crazy shit. I'm just saying reading things that stimulate your mind and that make you think. You know, a lot of times when I read, I meditate off of what I read, or it helps me think about other things. Yeah, a lot of people played handball in prison. I never played handball, but a lot of people played it. Very popular. Yeah, you got to discipline yourself too, man. I mean, I think the key is be willing to make sacrifices for yourself. And that's one of the big differences. I don't agree with slavery, bro. I think everybody should have the choice to work for their labor and wages through consent. I don't agree with slavery, so that's not a question there's no way I'd even ever entertain that. Andrew Tate versus Jake Paul, man. Top G. That's my dude. Shout out to Tristan Tate, Andrew Tate. I mean, shit, man. He's been asking for it for a minute, so he got it. So, you know, let's see Andrew, man, put in some work. You seen Paul been rolling over everybody, man. So let's see if my man Andrew, man, he's not an actor, you know. I mean, he's the real deal. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't know what the date is. Well, the thing is, you know, I would say if you're basing boxing off of strength, most boxers don't lift weights. So I know guys who have hands, they don't lift weights, man, and they'll whoop that ass. So boxing is not about how strong, how much you bench press. It's a totally different muscle memory. Totally different reflex, you know, boxing and jabbing and kicking. Totally different. So, you know, I don't know. It'd be interesting. No, I don't know. I don't really have a comment about Kanye. I don't know what he was talking about when he said that, so I can't really speak on it. No, I'm not a boxer. I'm not a boxer. I just messed around, but I'm not a boxer, man. I just work out to stay in shape. I'm not going to get on here and fake. But I know it's from the people that showed me some moves. I know it's different. It has nothing to do with how strong you are. I mean, it's a lot more technique, knowing foot movement, knowing how to read the shoulders, a lot of other stuff. I've never done USC. And I actually seen Tate hit 225 for like 12, 15 reps, and I seen him hit like 285. He's not weak. Andrew Tate is not a weenie, man. I seen that guy bench press on, I forgot the guy's YouTube vlog. I mean, he hit 225 like it wasn't shit. So he's not like he's a weakling. Give me cash. Thank you for the donation. Big Herc, would you ever locked up with SIBO? I know you're both G's from the 916. Yeah, I was in the boys ranch with SIBO. So I was locked up with SIBO back in 1988. 1988, man. I was in there with a lot of guys from Garden Block, a lot of guys from the Heights, Oak Park, Creek Mob, Rancho Cordova. I was in there with there's a lot of cats up in there, man. I was back in 88, man. And then I was in the county in 91. You said Carrie Lake, she lost? I can't believe they voted for Katie Hobbs. You got to be kidding me. I can't believe it, man. They voted for it. It blows my mind. You got to be kidding me, man. John P., thank you for the donation. Yeah, man, I know. We've been stuck at 560K, man, for 2 years. YouTube is, man, bro, it's not even worth the breath, bro. We just put up interviews now just to keep the channel going until I can until somebody can give me a break on TV. Yeah. I wonder who won. Let me see, who won in Arizona? Who won in Arizona? Governor race results. They said it's close. Katie Hobbs has a lead right now. You got to be kidding me, man. You got to be kidding me. People out here are going for that shit? I'll get the hell up out of here. I'm not going to let them turn this into shit. You got to be kidding me. I've never seen anybody run around with a Katie Hobbs t-shirt. Makes no sense, man. Makes no sense unless you want a shitty ass city. All those cities are shitty. Yup, makes no sense, man. I don't get it. If you go to California and you think that's how a city should be ran, man, I'm telling you, how a state should be ran. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to screw her over, man. Yeah, Katie Hobbs, she didn't even want to debate her. She refused to get on the stage and debate Carrie Lakes. Can you believe that? Who voted for her, man? I mean, who voted for that lady? I can't believe it, man. Katie Hobbs? This shit is fixed, man. Who voted for somebody like that with the policies? Who would vote for her? Makes no sense to me, man. Makes no sense whatsoever. politics, man. It's a damn joke, man. It's a damn joke. Where's everybody from tonight, man? Where are you guys from? Let's get the shout-outs in. I tell you, man, this is some straight shit. Magnus Red, thank you for the donation. Yeah, they're going to find a truckload of ballots for Katie, huh? Yeah, right. That's what I said, man. Shit's a joke, bro. It's a straight joke. You know what I mean? Straight joke, man. Philly, Oklahoma City, Vallejo, OKC, Fort Worth, Canada, Sydney, Australia, Alaska, Oklahoma City, Clearwater, Florida, Auburn, California, Texas, Edora, Iowa, Eastern Central Washington. No, I don't know who that is. Oklahoma City. North Carolina, 901. New York, Catskill Mountains, New York. Tampa, Florida. Juarez, Mexico. Rhode Island. Detroit, Pismo Beach. Oak Brook, Illinois. Massachusetts. Anaheim. Boston, Massachusetts. Appreciate all you guys tuning in tonight, man. Alaska, Fairbanks. Hey, man, stay motivated. Stay positive in life, man. Avoid negative energy. Watch out for a lot of the bullshit they put on social media to lower your frequency, man. You know, you got to rise above that. There will be no live stream next week. And I will let you know if I'll be doing one on Thanksgiving, but probably not. So, no live streams probably for 2 weeks. I'm moving, and Thanksgiving is coming up. So, yeah, man, it's a lot of stuff going on the holidays, and I'm going to be very busy. So, I will tap in with you guys in another couple weeks. Oh, he's on Rumble. I'm gonna have to look him up, Sneeko. I haven't looked into him, man. I'm so many things I'm doing right now. But I gotta look into Sneeko. I don't know who that is. Tomorrow's 11/11, huh? Oh yeah, you're right. 11/11 tomorrow. Rain, Louisiana. Yeah, thank you guys, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Yeah, I heard about Aaron Carter, man. Pretty crazy, huh? In the bathtub? Wow. Just imagine that, huh? Think about doing movie and show reviews. I would if I had the time, bro. I just don't have the time. I don't have the time, man. I don't have the time to do all that editing. I don't have the time, to be honest with you, man. Bro, my wife offered to have her boyfriend. What? I don't know about that one. Yep, just like Whitney Houston, died in the bathtub. Something don't sound right, huh? Southeast Los Angeles. All right, you guys. Thank you for everybody who donated. All you guys, man, who have been rocking with me. Subscribe, share the channel. Check out our interviews on Fresh Out. Subscribe, share it. Big Herc916. Muscle Up, the card channel. And, man, keep representing. Be positive in life. And be an entrepreneur, man. Be the captain of your destiny. You know, take control of your finances, man. I know it's easier said than done, but, man, you gotta make the effort. All right, you guys. I'm